Welcome in today's video, we are going to learn how to make these covers for napkin holders. These are super fun and fast and easy to make, all on your embroidery machine, no extra sewing, no additional hand stitching, gluing, or anything. All completely done on your embroidery machine. If you are new here, hi, I'm Dawn Chase, founder, owner, and designer of Creative Appliques. Thank you for joining me today. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I'm so appreciative that you have taken time out of your busy life to be able to join me today for yet another fun video. If you're not a subscriber, please click that subscribe button and next to it the bell to be notified when I upload new content. That way you know when I have new videos available. And I try to do new videos at least once a week. And if you would give me a thumbs up, click that like button. That way YouTube knows that you're liking my content and will help to grow my channel as well. Also, remember to share this with all your sewing, quilting, and embroidery buddies and encourage them to also like my channel as well. It helps me to grow and it doesn't cost you anything at all. So today we are going to talk about the basics of how to assemble and create these covers for using your embroidery machine for these napkin holders. This is not specific to these designs here. It is more specific to just the general process of creating these with some tips, tricks, ideas, and products to be able to use in these. But it will give you the overview of how to create these. So let's jump into the supplies we need for this. So I don't know if you were here with me last week. I released an entire set of tiered tray designs for decorating your tiered tray, and designs all done in the hoop on your embroidery machine. And I'm super excited about those because it is an entire new line of designs that I'm creating. And this week we are going to do these napkin holder covers. So these are going to work with these napkin holders that come from Dollar Tree, and there are two different versions. There's the bean stitch finish, and then there is the satin stitch finish. So it's totally your preference on what you like and what you want to be able to use. And then there will be also a blank file that if you don't want to have to make two of these, one for each side, you can just make the blank file and create the design, the blank one, just for the back if it's in an area that you won't be seeing the back. So these are the supplies you will need for making these napkin holder covers. You will need your 5x7 hoop and stabilizer. If you are making the satin stitch edge, you will want to use some tearaway. If you are making the bean stitch finish, you can use either tearaway or a cutaway. Either way, I like to use at least a medium weight so that it gives more structure to the finished project. So cutaway or tearaway. Some batting works great to give these things a little bit extra loft and structure and give it a little more beef in it. So some batting, it doesn't matter if it's cotton or polyester, whatever you have, scraps on hand. Marine vinyl. This is vinyl that is backed with kind of like a canvas in a way. These are not made for heat transfer vinyl or like Oracle 651 permanent adhesive vinyl. That is not what these are made for. These are made from a marine vinyl or the vinyl that you can find on sheets. So upholstery vinyl is what we are using. So different colors. If you're doing the ones with multiple pieces of applique, you'll want multiple pieces. But the vinyl is what you will need. So upholstery vinyl. This is called stiff felt. I like putting this on the back It adds an extra layer of stiffness to it, and it helps it really to stand up and keep its structure. So this is stiff felt that I'm using on the back. They do have it in packs of white, and they also have it in packs of color sheets as well. So you can find all of these. I got them on Amazon. The links will be down below. But if you are wanting to use a color to go on the back, then you can find it in lots of different colors. The other option that you can use on the back as well is vinyl, but since these are going to be on the inside closest to the napkins, I didn't see the sense in putting extra vinyl on the back. So that is just the stiff felt on the back of these. The size for the pieces that you will need to cut for the background of these and the batting, the stiff felt, and the background vinyl will all be in the PDF instructions, written instructions that are included with the purchase. You will also need some tape to hold on some of the pieces when you're stitching them down. This is Transport medical tape. It does not leave a residue, holds very nicely, and also you tend to be able to reuse it multiple times. Your embroidery thread, your embroidery bobbin, an array of scissors for cleaning up the design. These applique scissors work great when you have applique pieces like this. These are a serrated edge scissor that are great for being able to really grasp that vinyl, to be able to cut it when you're cutting around the outside of the bean stitch one. The applique scissors you will also need too for cutting around the vinyl, the batting, and the stiff felt before you do the satin stitch in the hoop. I like a great rotary cutter for being able to trim them up at the very end, especially if you're doing the raw edge one and your quilting ruler to help get nice straight lines. And then of course you're going to need your napkin holder. This one is specifically from the Dollar Tree, so that's what these files are made for specifically. So that is where you would find this napkin holder. So the first thing I have done is hooped my tearaway stabilizer, because we are going to be making a satin stitch finish in this video. So I'm hooping tearaway stabilizer. I'm going to stitch the first step and then I will come back. The first step has stitched. This is the placement stitch. Now I'm going to take the batting and place it on top of the stitching. It will stitch it down in the next step. We will go tack that down. We have tacked down the batting for the satin stitch finish one, and now I'm going to trim it. I will now place down the vinyl on top of covering all the stitching. The next step is going to tack this. So we have tacked down the vinyl. The next steps that you will do is going to be all the decorative stitching on the inside of these designs. So you can print out the stitch order color chart here, and it will tell you what steps to stitch next. So I'm going to do that, and I will come back at the point where I am ready to attach the back and do the final satin stitching. Okay, so all the decorative stitching has finished for this one that I'm doing here. So now on the back side of the hoop, we are going to take the stiff felt or the vinyl, whichever you're using, and we're going to line it up with this line here. So the innermost line closest to the center. So the bottom edge of it will line up exactly with that edge there. And we are going to go now and tack that down. So we have tacked down the back piece, whether that's your stiff felt or your vinyl. And Now we are going to trim all of it close to the stitching. So first I'm going to start with the back piece, and you're only going to trim up around here. You do not need to trim anything down here along the bottom edge. So the way I've created it, it's so that you have that area down here that does not need to be trimmed. And because of where it is, it will stay out of the stitching for the satin stitching. So we trim the back, and now we are going to trim the front. So you could have trimmed it earlier, but I like to leave it here while all these other parts are stitching, all the decorative stitching. It's just a personal preference. You're welcome to trim it earlier if you wish, but I like to trim them all at the end. So the front we have trimmed around all sides, and the back we have trimmed around the arch. The next thing that's going to stitch is going to be this line of satin stitching, and then the final stitching is going to be around the arch. Okay, the design has finished stitching, so now we're going to gently remove it from the hoop, from the stabilizer. And I like to just get my nail and kind of smooth out these areas here. Some people like to use a lighter. You are welcome to do that. But I find my nail works just as well by just moving the stitching around, and it kind of buries these pieces. Because you can see where the back was placed, it did not get caught in the satin stitching. And also the way this is built, it has a little ledge on the inside. So now we're just going to take it and slide it right over. These are great for putting on your table to decorate if you're having a barbecue, and because they're vinyl, they can wipe clean. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and saw how fun and fast these all come together, how quickly and easily this whole process is. I would love to know in the comments what you think of this project. If you are going to make them, I am super excited about them because they're a brand new release for me, and this is just the beginning of an entire line of products that is going to be able to decorate your home for seasons and special events and occasions. Let me know in the comments what event or occasion you have coming up that you would need to decorate for, that you are excited to be able to conquer this project and do this. I read all the comments and I enjoy interacting with all of you. So you can leave it in the comment what you need, or send me a message through the Creative Appliques website letting me know what you may need. So if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button, the bell next to it, to be notified when I upload new content. And also a thumbs up would be forever grateful. So you can find me on all social media platforms as Creative Appliques: Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook. I have a Facebook group as well. You can come and share your projects with us. We love encouraging each other and cheering each other on when people are learning and creating new things as well. And also, you can find me, of course, here on YouTube. I have many other videos. So until I see you next time, guys, make your life creative. Thanks for joining me, and bye for now.